family. Can I call you that? Hi foodies. So I thought an introductory video would actually do me good at this point. So I'm on this new journey of starting a YouTube channel where I'm going to be showing you a lot of my recipes that I'm normally trying at home for my family. And I thought, why not put it on YouTube? Because I love food so much. So my journey is really simple. I'm not a certified chef or anything like that. I literally just love cooking. So I hope you really enjoy my content and you grow with me as I really embark on this journey and show you how passionate I am about cooking. So this will probably be the last video that I take of my face and myself. I'm a bit shy, but yeah, you'll be seeing more of my hands on my videos and you'll be seeing more of the food. So I hope you enjoy, and if you have subscribed, thank you so much. And I really hope that you enjoy all the content that I have to put on the table. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below and join our family, and let's make it grow and let's have fun. I have a lot of ideas, but for now, let's get cooking. Hi guys, so let's get this started. So right now, what I'm going to be preparing before I start chopping, I'm going to be making some lamb chops. I'm going to grill these in the oven, and then I'm also going to be making stuffed portobello mushrooms. So right now I'm going to be chopping up the stuffing for the mushrooms, and once I'm done, I'm going to fry it, and then we will start stuffing the mushrooms. So let's be quick about this. As I said, I'm not a certified chef, so even my chopping will tell you that I'm not there yet. Hopefully I'll get to go to culinary school one day and get to do what I really love, you know. Okay, so I've already chopped my onions, as you can see, and now I'm just chopping the green pepper, bell pepper, the green bell pepper, as some people call it. We call it green pepper, and if you buy the red and yellow ones as well, we call them the robot peppers. So we are not very technical about how we refer to our food, especially here in South Africa. We like simplifying things and making sure that we really understand what food we're eating. So I'm just gonna chop these up, and then we will move over to the stove where we're going to fry, saute. I think the correct term is saute. And that is where we'll really get to have fun, because now the chopping is not so exciting, honestly. So I'm not cutting them neatly because now these are not going in a salad or anything. I'm literally gonna saute these, and then they're gonna go into the oven after that, and that's literally that. Okay, so now I'm gonna move over to the stove and we're gonna do what needs to be done quickly. So we're back, and so I've added some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, to my pan. Just waiting for it to heat up, and then I think it's almost there, so I'm gonna start adding my onion. And I'll also add my green pepper as well. and let that saute a bit for a few minutes. So we're not overdoing it. We're just softening it so that by the time it goes into the oven, it doesn't have to cook thoroughly, you know. It just needs to go in for a little bit of time. So that's the thing I love about onion and green pepper is the aroma it creates in the kitchen. It's absolutely stunning. It smells like you've already cooked something and you're only starting. Okay. Oh, the aroma in this kitchen already, guys. Especially because I did not switch on the extractor. So it's not swallowing up the aroma. It's keeping it nearby. Okay. I can already see some of my onions softening up. Sorry for the noise. Okay, so I'm going to be using some seasoning just so that the stuffing has a bit of seasoning in it, not too much, especially because I'm also not going to season my portobello mushrooms. So I'm going to be using pink salt. I love pink salt. We love it at home. That's why we never have a full stash. Okay, not too much. I'm going to be using the green onion. I couldn't find green onion at our supermarket. What a letdown. So I'm going to be using this just a little bit because, guys, let me tell you something. As much as Ina's spices are tasty, they're also on the salty side, so you need to be careful when you season your food. And then I'm also going to be using garlic and herb, just a little bit. Remember what I said about the saltiness. And then we're also going to use black peppercorns, another staple in this house that we cannot live without is cracked black pepper. Okay, now I'm just gonna give it a stir. So you can already see that our onion and green peppers are starting to cook a bit. And of course, the aroma. Okay. So guys, part of the stuffing, I'm gonna add potatoes. It's weird, yes I know, but trust me on this. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be nice, trust me. Okay, so I feel like this is already good enough. I think it's been a few minutes now. So what I'm gonna do, so guys, this is leftover mash from last night. I don't like throwing food out, so I try by all means to reincorporate it into my dishes or reuse it. If we're just gonna have meat and mash, I'm just gonna use this. but as you can see, this is not going to be enough for my mom and my son and I. It's not going to be enough, so I would rather just incorporate it into tonight's dish. Okay, so I just added it to the onions and the green peppers. So we're not big on salt, so our mash really didn't have that much salt in it. If you're worried about us over seasoning the stuffing, it's not going to be over seasoned at all, because we are really not salt people. Just gonna taste. Yes, people. Yes, fam. I taste my food whilst cooking because I don't want a disaster by the time I'm finished. And already you can see it has come together, and that's exactly what I wanted, for it to become stuffing. So instead of using mash, you can use couscous, you can use rice, you can use whatever you want to use, like spinach, whatever you want to use. So we had spinach last night, so it didn't make sense to make spinach to get today again, you know. So I thought, let me just add a different dimension to our meal. Just switching the stove off, switching my oven on. I had already preheated it, so I switched it off because it was making a noise. So yeah, let's move back to my... So I'm back at my workstation. So now, guys, I've already cleaned out my portobello mushrooms. So I'm gonna show you how I did it. I kept one for you. So I have my paper towel. And what I did is I just loosened the stem, as you can see. And then I'm removing the black parts. I don't know what they're called. I don't really know what they're called, but I'm gonna remove them. And the reason why I'm removing them is because this is what makes your mushrooms watery when you cook them. This is exactly what makes them watery. So as you can see, my portobellos are breaking apart, but we're not looking for perfection here. We're looking for something that tastes good. So this is what it would necessarily look like inside once you've cleaned it out. So I'm just gonna put that aside. And then I've already lined my oven dish with foil. So the reason why I do this, guys, is because I've seen that. Let me show you what my oven dishes look like. So you'll see that it has some black marks, and this is maybe from lasagna and all of that. So once the cheese starts burning off, it stains your dishes. So I honestly prefer to use foil in order to prevent my oven dishes getting ruined further. Now, this is the stuffing that we just made on the stove. And then I have my cheese. We love Gouda cheese. Mozzarella, not so much. We eat it on pizza, yes. But when we make dishes, oven bakes and all of that, lasagna, we prefer Gouda cheese. So I've just grated it and prepared it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start stuffing my mushrooms. So you'll see that I don't fill it to the top because we still need to add the cheese. So this is what it looks, guys, it already looks nice. And then I just forgot to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to the bottom. This is just so that my mushrooms don't stick. Just gonna rub it against that. And then let's stuff the second one. So the best thing to do with your mash is to at least not make it too runny. So we don't like runny mash. And that's why our stuffing looks like this. My stuffing looks like this tonight. I don't necessarily like that runny mash. I like to still keep it okay. This is a very quick process. Okay, rub the onion. Ooh, not the onion. The olive oil. Oh, this is gonna be my son's one. So nice and petite. So cute. I'm probably gonna throw the rest of the stuffing away because I don't think I'm gonna use it for anything else. So guys, this is what the mushrooms look like. Okay, so now I'm just gonna top it with some cheese. Okay. Wow. When you talk about accuracy, that's exactly the type of person that I am. I will make sure that I grate enough cheese or prepare enough food, which my brother hates because he's always like, you cook enough food, there are no leftovers, and I want some leftovers. So it can be annoying at times. This is what they look like. Okay, and now guys, also going into the oven will be my lamb chops. Let me just put these aside. I tidy up as I go. I don't want to deal with any aftermath once I'm done cooking. So even with dishes, we wash as we go. So as I said, I'm preparing lamb chops, which are gonna go into the oven. So I've done the same thing. I've lined our pan with some foil, because what happens is that once you start grilling or anything like that, your pans get ruined. So foil is really a lifesaver. Let me just put this aside. Okay, forgot one thing. Okay, so again, I'm going to be using extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to drizzle it over the meat. That's enough. just wipe my bottle. Okay, and then I'm going to be using the pink salt again, just for seasoning. Not too much, you know me. Then we're going to be using black peppercorns. And then we're going to be using the Ina Parman meat spice. So Ina's spices are a staple here. We cannot cope without them. We don't want to cope without them. So guys, I know you're probably asking yourself, why isn't she using rosemary? Because lamb apparently needs to be accompanied with rosemary. Let me tell you a secret. I hate rosemary. Oh, I cannot stand the smell, the taste. I can't stomach rosemary. I can't. So apologies if I'm not making lamb the way you want me to make it, but preference, right? So it really depends on you as an individual. If you want to have your rosemary in your lamb, go ahead, do that. Don't follow my recipes to the T. Don't follow the spices I use and use those only. No, these are according to preference. So this is what I prefer, you know. So yeah, pink salt, not too much, guys. You don't want to oversalt your meat. I mean, if you ruin your meat, you literally ruin your dish. So you want to prevent such. Then some meat spice. And Ina's spices are very thick, so you need to be careful about how you season your meat. Okay, stuck to the bottom. Okay, just gonna rub it in. So my family and I are almost similar. If I want to eat medium rare, they'll probably eat okay medium to rare. No, not medium. Medium to well. So that's just the way we are. So this is gonna go into the oven. This is gonna go into the oven for about 30 minutes, and I'll check on it, of course. I don't want to leave it in for too long, in case I overcook or anything like that. So let's pop it in the oven. They're in, and guys, remember I had already preheated my oven, so I have it at this convection and these upper and lower bars. I don't know what it means. That setting, and then it's at 180. So yeah, and we're putting it in for 30 minutes. See you later, babies. Okay, progress. So I'm just gonna turn my lamb chops. As you can see, I'm trying not to burn myself, so I'm being quick about it. They're almost done, guys. We're 15 minutes in, so you can see. Let me just show you. Ah, that's great. Okay, and then let's look here. It's coming right. They're coming right. So guys, it's now reached the end at 20 minutes. My food is done. My food is done. I'm taking it out. Let me just switch on the light. My food is done. I'm gonna show you this now. Let's not overcook our food. Always monitor your food, please. Thanks. So guys, I have taken the food out of the oven, and this is literally what my meat looks like. I'll cut into it shortly. I love it. And then we have a bit of water, but not too much. That's what mushrooms do. But this is what my stuffed mushrooms look like. Picture perfect. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please remember to like, and see you in the next video. Thank you.